Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. First garden center tour of July. Can you believe that the year is halfway over? It is summer for sure here in North Carolina, a zone 8A. And if you are a gardener of any length of time, you kind of know that in the summer, garden centers start to put plants on sale. And we have got some amazing sales for you, both here at the garden center and online. So we are going to talk about that and then look at the beautiful plants in the garden here at Creekside Nursery in Dallas, North Carolina. So first, let's talk about the big sale that we're going to have here at the garden center, okay? At the garden center, all perennial hibiscus are buy one, get one free. Look at this beautiful specimen. This is the Summerific Valentine's Crush. It is a very happy hibiscus with those beautiful classic dinner plate red blooms. We are just entering into hibiscus season here in North Carolina. You can see all of the buds that are covering this Valentine's Crush. Very upright, gorgeous. This is technically, y'all, a perennial. This is not even technically a shrub. It looks like a shrub, but it's not. So we're going to do a quick little tour here in the signature garden because we have 4 different ones here. So we're actually going to back up and go this way because we do have Edge of Night. Edge of Night, we can look at it, but it's like one of the ones to bloom last. So she's got beautiful foliage, but she's not blooming yet. But what is over here is Lilac Crush. Lilac Crush is one of my personal favorites. Obviously, it's kind of the sister piece to the Valentine's Crush. It still has that really upright columnar habit to it. And as its name suggests, these beautiful light lilac flowers on it. It's interesting because sometimes at the time of day, it'll even have like a little bit of a blue hue to it. So your perennial hibiscus, they are rated for full to part sun, and they love the moisture. So the more moisture you can give them, the happier they are going to be. Over here, we have yet another personal favorite. We have Holy Grail. And Holy Grail is more what they call a gumdrop. So it is going to have be wider than it is tall. We love Holy Grail. Look at this near black foliage with these deep red flowers. Y'all, you cannot beat these hibiscus. They are unbelievable. Have Holy Grail in the privacy berm, and they are loving life. Let's just go look at Edge of Night so you can kind of get an idea. It too has that near black foliage. But like I was saying, your perennial hibiscus love to have those more moist conditions. They're actually rated as a bog plant, so you can put it in really damp, moist areas. So you can see it's got that beautiful black foliage. We've got buds on it. It just hasn't bloomed yet. Like I said, you know, all plants will, even within the same family, will bloom at different times. So Edge of Night is just going to be a later one, has electric pink flowers on it. So now let's go see the ones that we have available here at the garden center right now. And I know we've got more up, I think, at the production, but I think we have a nice little selection of them. So you're going to want to put these in your part sun to full sun. I would say a minimum of, what, 5 hours? 5 hours to all day. Here we have some right here. Let's just run through these to give you an idea. So here we are. This is just we're going to run through some quick of the perennial hibiscus because, y'all, they come in a wide range of colors. Again, perennial hibiscus, hardy in zones 4 to 9. This is the Summerific Cherry Chocolate. You can see has that kind of that cream with that deep, almost red center with that veining in it. You've got that. I think this is Berry Awesome. That is, Candy Crush. So Candy Crush is going to have green foliage with that, classic like bubblegum pink blooms on it. We have got, who is this? This is, now this one here we go, we got one. This is Inner Glow. So Inner Glow comes from our friends at Walter's Gardens. And look at that. So you've got not quite black foliage, but you've got dark green with some dark colors in it. And then look at that beautiful flower, right? So that pink, and then it has a little bit of a lighter center. So Inner Glow is gorgeous. With your perennial hibiscus, they are going to die completely back in the wintertime. That's why they are a perennial. So they're herbaceous, meaning that this foliage that you see, the stems and everything that you see right now, are going to be completely gone. You're going to get brand new ones next year. So that's completely back in the winter. They love it hot. They love the heat and humidity. That's why they're like the last thing to emerge from your garden. Look at, I'll let Jerry get in here. We have got the cookies and cream, black foliage and pure white flowers. Your hibiscus are also going to be great for your pollinators. They love it. Then we've got here, this is Evening Rose, which is a very classic one. It's that dark foliage, really pink flowers. Then of course we've got the Lilac Crush. We have got one of my personal favorites. This is why it is a Creekside champion. We have got Watermelon Ruffles. And Watermelon Ruffles is going to be one of your first to bloom. Dark foliage, really hot pink watermelon flowers that overlap. Now, fun fact about your hibiscus. The blooms only last for 1 day. So you're going to notice here on the plants, if you come in, that we're going to have, if you see, you have got like some old, this is where the bloom was, and then that's a dead one. You can absolutely come in here and just pull them off. That is not a problem. You can come in and clean it up if you want to. You do not have to. It does not encourage new flowers. So all perennial hibiscus, whether there are the summerifics or the non-branded ones, are buy one, get one free. These are in 2 to 3 gallons. Depends on the plant. Some of them are 2 gallons and some are 3 gallons. You absolutely can plant them now. Obviously, you just need to keep them well watered for that first month or so. So that is special number 1 here at the Garden Center. Special number 2, we've got 3 at the Garden Center and 1 online. So special number 2 here at the Garden Center is that all annuals are buy one, get one free as well. There is no minimum. You can mix and match however you want. So you can absolutely create containers like this now in the summer. Whether you want to do some sun patience, some euphorbia, some petunias, sweet potato vine, you can absolutely go ahead and get these planted. So let's go into the Garden Center greenhouse and look at those, because there are definitely plants in here that love the heat and humidity. You put them in right now and they are absolutely going to thrive. So what am I talking about? 1, your pentas. Pentas love the heat and humidity. Your grasses, y'all, you will be amazed if you take this grass. This is Fireworks. It is already a stunning grass. Take this grass out of this grande pot. I would encourage you to put it in the ground. You can put it in a pot, but it's a very vigorous plant, right? Thrives in the heat. Keep it well watered for the first couple of weeks. Let its roots get going. It is going to take off. Gorgeous, gorgeous plants. So if you wanted to buy a penta and a grass, you get one of them free. There you go. And while we're talking about it, let's just go ahead and talk about special number 3 here at the Garden Center, because we just went through a big old heat wave, right? And this week is going to look a little bit more normal. We're supposed to be getting more chances of rain. This is a great time to not only that you can plant these heat-loving annuals, it is also a perfect time to go ahead and feed your annuals. So the Proven Winners water-soluble fertilizer is going to be 25% off. So when you're here at the Garden Center, if you don't have your water-soluble fertilizer, 25% off. Why do you want this water-soluble fertilizer? Because, my friend, food equals flowers. You want to feed your plants. We've just gone through a very stressful time as far as the heat and not really any rain. slightly cooling off with more chances of rain. Let's feed those plants so that they can go forth and get going and give us beautiful color. Another ones that are great, y'all, the super lophus. This is a Texas primrose. It is going to be a low trailing habit. So you can see it naturally has a very kind of open, airy, trailing habit. Thrives in the heat. We've got more pentas here, so different colors of the pentas, more grasses. Of course, there's begonias back there. Begonias do not care if it's hot and humid. They thrive, as do, of course, the caladiums. They want the humidity. They are saying, give me the humidity. This is a fun one. This is clowning around, and clowning around is going to give you these big, beautiful, ruffly leaves that have, it reminds me of a watermelon, honestly. And this is going to be a little bit more for your shade garden. That means it can absolutely handle morning sun, just maybe not the intense hot afternoon sun. So that will be a great addition for those shadier areas. And then if you want to keep it simple, sweetie, you need coleus, y'all. We have got tons of different varieties of coleus. Buy one, get one free. All of these are the trailing coleus. Then we go into like the minis and then the traditional color blaze that can get nice and big. Do not underestimate the power of a container simply with coleus. Color galore, sun or shade. You can have a trailer, you can have a big thriller. They're beautiful. My favorite container that we probably ever did in the water trough was nothing but coleus, and I planted it about this time or later in the season, and all we really had left at that time was coleus, and it was kind of scraggly looking, and I was like, well, forget it. And I put those in there. They took off, and it was beautiful. We're going to show you, I've got a container up here we can go look at that is simply just coleus. Sweet potato vine, we have got those, and then of course we still have the petunias, portulaca. This would be a great option for your summer hot spots. Love it. And then scaevolas, right? So they do really well in the heat as well, in the humidity. Let's go show you right quick that container of the coleus. See what I mean, right? This is only coleus, y'all. This is Creekside Champions coleus. It doesn't matter which coleus you get, right? Have fun with the colors and mix and match. This container is a massive, like, terracotta. It's a plastic terracotta. The bottom actually has fallen out. So it's a great way to use an old yucky container that's not in the best condition. But we filled it with coleus. I planted this, it would have been late April, early May. Have not pinched it back at all. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, it's stunning. So I'm telling you, if you're not putting coleus in a pot, you're missing out. Look at all these options for you. Now you can do a mix and match like that if you want to, or do what we call a monoculture. Like you could do torchlight. And yes, my friends, they're kind of like little coleus trees. It's fine. If you want to whack it back, you can. Personally, if I were going to put this in a pot like that, I would not. If I were going to put this in the ground, I would not. We've already pinched it one time for you down in there, and it branched out. But once it gets the sunlight around it, the reason they look like this is because they've been in their trays. So if you can get it out a little bit more by itself, it is going to fill out. So there's torchlight. There's El Brido. There is the Wicked Hot. Then you've got like the cherry drops, all these different ones. Sun or shade, you're going to love them. Buy one, get one free. Grab that water-soluble fertilizer, 25% off. Feed your plants, people. I'm the world's worst, but feed your plants. It makes a huge difference. All right, now, my online people, let's talk a special for you. All right, so my folks who are shopping online, you too get water-soluble fertilizer at 25% off. You don't need a code. It's already going to be marked for you, so just add it to your cart. And all begonias are 50% off. Again, no code needed. This is the Creekside Champions. This is the Viking XL begonia. Y'all, there's 2 of them in here, so just full disclosure to give you an idea. But this is what you could be having in your summer garden. Heat, humidity. Japanese beetles don't like begonias, so thank goodness for that. So begonias come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, right? So with the Viking XL, you can do, it's rated like part sun, and so this gets shade all morning but gets intense hot afternoon sun. You can see she is doing well, no burn on it whatsoever. So whether you want that, you want the surefire begonias for sun or shade, there's lots of colors in that. And then of course my personal favorite, what I decided to put in our front yard in our hanging baskets, are the dragon wing begonias. If you have that shady area and you want a low maintenance plant that gives you tons of texture and interest throughout the entire summer and into fall, you need the dragon wing begonias. They come in white, pink, and red. They're going to be 50% off. I will tell you, we have pruned them earlier in the season. It is okay. Plant them and they are going to go whoosh. They're going to explode. When you pinch and prune an annual, it creates a bushier plant. So we have done some work for you. So don't freak out when you get a plant and you can notice down in there that it has been pinched back. That is a good thing, and you're going to get gorgeous results from that. So online, 25% off your water-soluble fertilizer. Begonias, all begonias are 50% off. Add them to your cart. Remember, boxes are in increments of 4, so take advantage of it. Fill up the box. Let us ship them to you. It's a great time to do it now that we have escaped the heat dome, right? So whether you are local and going to be coming here to Creekside Nursery, we're open Wednesdays through Saturdays at 9 to 3. Or shopping online 24/7. Anywhere in the country, we will ship those plants to you. We hope that you have an amazing day. Stay cool, stay hydrated. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.